Welcome back to Jtwes, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We got a big day of cultivating today. We got, oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to lay by some corn, some sweet corn and Jimmy Red. Lay by all my corn. Now, that's great on the sweet corn. It's plenty tall enough. What's not so great is some of the Jimmy Red is this tall and it's gonna get laid by. But unfortunately, I have to go by the bigger corn. I have to lay it by the height of that corn, no matter how tall the other corn is. So, because we can only get over it the size of the big corn. But I did want to mention a few things. So I've gotten questions where some people were watching some older videos from not this year, but prior years. And I wished I would have done that this year, and I didn't. I will next year, Lord willing. They asked me about planting in beds. For one thing, yes, I do bed rows sometimes, and I knock them off when I plant them. There's a multitude of reasons I do that. And for one thing, it's not quite a bed by the time I knock it off. I made a video last year where I planted something, and we took a tape measure and a stick, and we measured it, and it was 5 inches. 5 inches is not a bed. That's like that. I mean, that's not a whole big bed. So I'm not really planting in a bed. I'm knocking the bed off pretty low. But a couple of reasons why I like doing that. Number one, I can bed it week and a half, almost 2 weeks before I plant it. If it rains on it, it seals that bed in, puts all that moisture in there. And when I knock it off, it's all clean and everything's ready to go. Two, if it rains a lot, it is 5 inches taller than the rest of the field, gives that water somewhere to go, and that water just doesn't sit there and lay around that seed. I did notice that on that Jimmy Red this year. The first time I planted that Jimmy Red, that's what hurt it a lot. Water just sit there right in the middle where I planted it and everything. Three, that planter, what it does, it gives it a good, consistent planting surface. So in other words, the planting surface is the same all the way across the field. There's no dips and there's no ups and there's downs. Good, consistent planting surface. We got some cotton to plant, and I'll be showing you guys that bed. We're going to do it like that. I'm going to bed it up and plant it like I normally do. And like I said, Lord willing, I'm going to do all the corn. I think I would have had a better shot at my corn this year, more consistent, if it would have been in a bed and I didn't do it. Some of them is asking about the rolling cultivators. Now for today, what I've done to this set of cultivators, since I'm not going to be able to lay it by with the disc, I just can't do it because some of the corn is too small. It'd cover it up, so I'm going to have to lay it by with rolling cultivators. I've adjusted these things to throw a little more dirt, which is angle them more like that. So if I take my hand, and I got my hands like this, I've angled it more this way. Now, I just went past it. It was about like this, and I put it like that yesterday, and it's throwing quite a bit more dirt. I get asked about the reason why I use them is it's just a matter of convenience. It's not that plows and stuff like that, it's not that they don't work good. They work great. But I can set these things on here, and I can just leave that all year if I want to. They'll throw enough dirt. I can adjust them down where they hardly throw any dirt. The speed of your tractor makes a ton of difference on those things. You slow down, it moves that dirt a lot slower. You speed the tractor up, it moves it a lot faster. So really the speed of the tractor itself just about affects how much dirt it throws more than the angle of the cultivators. But yeah, I want to mention that. And I haven't mentioned in a while, and I'm guilty of not. I should mention these things more often. I'm guilty of not doing it. But guys, my Camel City Mill socks. I still have the Jtwes 10 at checkout, and these are the absolute best socks. And I know some of you guys that watch my channel, you watch Mike Morgan at Morgan's Outdoors, and I'm telling you, he's right. Best sock ever made. And it's, you know, you go on our website, there's a link in the description of the video, and get you a pair of socks. I was told my wife yesterday, I said, not only is this the most comfortable sock in the world, but I can wear it for church too. Because that black sock right there, she fit just fine in my church pants the other night. And I didn't have to worry about having to find church socks. So I can wear these socks everywhere. And I recently just bought a pair that cut off at the ankles to wear maybe at the beach with some tennis shoes or something like that. I haven't wore them yet, but they're in the house. And I did get an email the other day that they had a limited run of white socks. I didn't get a chance to buy any. I think they're pretty much, to be honest with you, I think they're knitting as all they can knit as fast as they can. So it said they had a limited run of white socks. I'd like to have a pair of them because I like white socks too. But all right, so today's agenda is cultivating the sweet potatoes and putting some fertilizer down with it. It's already in the hopper. Cultivate the green beans. We're going to lay by the sweet corn. You guys haven't seen much of that sweet corn, but we're going to lay it by. And then we're going to go up and do some of the some of the Jimmy Red corn. And unfortunately, I say unfortunately, we're going to lay it by, but some of the size of it is, you could plow it another couple, 3 times, but I won't be able to do it because of, is that a corn coming up right there, Will? Or is that grass? No, that's grass. Yeah. Almost looked like a little splendid piece of corn. But anyway, all right, let's get on it. Guys, if you'll look back, we were talking about the rolling cultivators, planting flat, planting in a ridge. This particular corn patch was planted totally flat. The video, I think, is my earliest crop of Silver Queen ever. And you can see after 2 or 3 passes what the rolling cultivators, how much they build this up. This is not the biggest example of it. Down there, it's a lot taller. It's probably that tall, and it started flat. And other than disc, I don't know of another product that you can slowly keep raising that level of dirt up around the plant as good as those things right there. I know you can do it with disc, but disc is a one-time deal. But this gradually moves it, and plus tears it up and stuff. But I think we'll be okay. We're gonna have more corn than we'll ever be able to freeze right here. But again, I'm thinking about planting some about July 20th in here. And I don't know, we'll just have to see. I'm thinking about doing that. It might be, I've never planted a fall crop of corn, so it may be a good experiment. I just want to see how it handles it. And now that I don't have to worry about crows, that's my biggest thing, is, crows getting it. I don't have to worry about that. So we'll see. I got to get the tractor up to the Jimmy Red. We'll meet you up there. Okay, you guys getting a picture of what's going on. Got little corn, big corn, little corn, big corn. But like I said again, what big corn there is more Jimmy Red than I've ever planted. So that's a plus. If some of this smaller corn can make it, my biggest worry is the fact that I can't cultivate it no more. I'm worried the small corn is going to get taken over by the grass. So the decision I made is to cultivate it a little hard. Yes, I do cultivate a little bit of corn over cultivating it hard, but I'm covering a lot of grass up, and what does make it through that hard cultivating will hopefully beat the grass. That's just what we got to do with it. But the watermelons are still coming up. They're just now hitting. you know, hitting the top of the ground. Hopefully they'll come up a little bit thicker than what they are. Not quite thick as I'd like it right now. But yeah, we're going to get this nitrogen down on it. Oh, John with Arc Tree Planter. I tried to email you back, but your email's still not working. I just want to say that in case I don't want nobody thinking I'm not emailing them back, just forgetting what they're sending me. So John with Arc Tree Planter, I'm not able to email you back. So we're going to put a couple more bags of fertilizer in here. We're going to, guys, we got, you've heard me mention going to Michigan. So what we're going to do, Stan wants to get Ellie and Will started in some tractors, and so we're going to go pick up a couple. I'll wait till the video and show you which couple it is, and hopefully they'll have something that, you know, when they get, you know, Ellie's already got a little garden. He just tends to it with the hoe, and so he's looking forward to having something to cultivate and disc with and stuff. So it'll be a fun trip. Will be going with us, so he'll film everything. And if there's going to be a few challenges on this trip, I'll say that. I'll just wait till you see the video. But there's going to be a couple of challenges we're going to have to overcome. So it'll be fun. But thank y'all. I'll let Will show this corn again. Beautiful right in here. Lord willing, next year we're going to take and bed it up before I plant it, and we'll knock it down with the scrape blade, have a little more moisture in it, a little more consistent planting, and hopefully have a little bit better luck with it. But I'm happy with what it is. It's still more Jimmy Red than I've ever had. I was just talking to my buddy Plow Day Sam about the Plow Day field. It's so hard to get, you know, sunflowers, deers out of it and stuff. I told him, I said, what I'd love to see us do this year, after, really, I'd like to do it the day of Plow Day, to be honest with you. I'd like to get and have a drill ready and drill that field in oats. Just drill it in oats and combine them later on, you know, and maybe some horse farmers will want some oats or what have you. But just sowing some oats in it, and then we'll plow the straw back under later on that year or what have you. Just, you know, we're not hurting it or anything now, but I'd like to see us putting some straw back into the soil and going that route, because I'm going to put the cotton where the Hastings was. But anyway, we will see you soon. Hopefully y'all have a good week and stuff, and may or may not have Monday Night Live. Just depends on what time we can get back from Michigan. If I can get back by 6:30, 7 o'clock, then we'll have it. Never know, maybe we'll even put the live stream on the stick and carry it out to the trailer if the tractors are still on the trailer. But anyway, God bless y'all. God loves you. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you.